Desmond, we can't hear you. So would you mind unmuting? Can you unmute yourself? Hold on, please, everyone. Apologies. Okay, Desmond, sorry. I think we can hear you now.
Okay.
I'll mute myself.
Okay. Hello, Edison, and hello, everyone. Thank you so much for the opportunity. It's such an honor to join all of you here. So I think we can just go straight into the presentation. Let me try again and then see whether my remote control is working. Okay, right. Okay, so we are talking about how to make money on WhatsApp. Okay, this is a weird topic because most people use WhatsApp for just texting their friends and we call it WhatsApping. And so when we are now talking about making money on WhatsApp, it looks like most people don't trust the topic. But I believe that by the time we get down to the entire presentation, we get to the end of it, you'll be able to understand exactly what I mean. What I'm about to share with you, it is not just a quick way to just start getting money from WhatsApp. It's a process. I have been on this road for about 3 years now, and it took a long time for me to start making money, through the things I have been doing to build the right audience on WhatsApp and start making money from it. So as a speaker, I also do not talk about anything I have not practiced myself. I have done this and become successful at it. That's what I am sharing with you, and to also make you know that I have a book on the same topic, how to make money on WhatsApp. That shows you that I'm also an authority on the subject. Right. So in this session, I'll be explaining a few things. I'll be showing you the power of WhatsApp. I'll be going deep into the entire thing called the digital reality, how the online space is now and how you can make money in this digital era. You have a business, you can grow your business with WhatsApp or using WhatsApp, and how you can also become visible and profitable on WhatsApp. And I'll also show you my strategy for WhatsApp domination. And at the end of it all, I will also show you how I can hold your hand and show you how to succeed using WhatsApp and other digital platforms. Right. So they have already introduced me, but I put this slide here just in case I didn't know I was going to be introduced. So that's my name, that's Mona Demeklu, and then that's everything they have said about me. But more importantly, I coach individuals and help them to turn their ideas into profitable businesses by leveraging digital technology. I also help authors to profit from their books. And so that's basically what I do. Right. So let's get in. Why are we considering WhatsApp as a platform to help us grow our businesses? Or why are we considering WhatsApp as a platform to make money from? Ideally, people will talk about, if you're talking about platforms, they'll talk about Facebook, using Facebook advertising, talk about Google ads, they'll talk about email, but most people don't really talk about WhatsApp. It's now becoming a topic to discuss. But I want to make you understand that WhatsApp is one of the best messaging platforms in the whole world. Now, this platform has 2 billion users. And when I did my math, I realized that 2 billion people will be 26% of the world's population. And the question I started asking myself is that if 26% of the world's population is gathered on the platform, why am I not going to trade on that platform? It means that if 26% of the world is gathered in a particular market, be it Oshodi market, Ashigame in Togo, or in Lomé, or at Makola Market in Accra, Ghana. You know, if 26% of the world is gathered at a particular market, that will be the world's biggest marketplace, right? So it also goes on to say that WhatsApp Messenger is the biggest messaging platform in the world right now. Okay, Facebook has more people using the app than using the platform than WhatsApp, but Facebook Messenger has fewer people than WhatsApp Messenger. And so it tells you that WhatsApp Messenger is a very good platform, not only to be using, but to also transact business on that platform. Okay. So I also have here that Wikipedia records that as of April 2014, WhatsApp had 500 million monthly active users, 700 million photos, and 100 million videos being shared daily. All right. And it was handling more than 10 billion messages each day. And this, out of 198 countries, WhatsApp is in almost 190 countries. 190 countries, and there are some countries like Brazil where it is used very well. It's almost everybody uses WhatsApp in those countries. So that tells you that if you want your business to go global, you must include WhatsApp, or you must integrate WhatsApp into your business process. That is what I'm evangelizing to you. Right. So we go on. I will talk about understanding the digital reality. Understanding the digital reality. I wish I could interact with you, but I want to understand that everybody on this platform has a level of digital integration in their businesses. Almost everybody on this platform has a level of digital integration. If you don't, you should start thinking about how to integrate digital technology into your business. Because right now, because of the current situations in the world, the COVID-19, you know, most businesses cannot operate as brick and mortar. You have to run your business online. And so you must understand that there is so a high demand on using digital technology to run your business. You must understand, number one, that it's a numbers game. Online, it is a numbers game. The one who has the more numbers is likely to make more money than the one who doesn't, right? So it means that the one who has, you know, 5,000 people on their email list is able to sell, if it does a good work, is able to sell more than the person who has no email list at all, or who has just 100 people on their email list, right? It means that somebody who has 5,000 contacts on their WhatsApp list is able to sell more, if downright, the person is able to sell more than someone who has just 100 people. That is why I started building my lists intentionally when I started. All right, and I'm going to show you that in the coming slides. So you must understand that it's a marketplace. The online space is a marketplace. A lot of people come around and then they are business owners or they are professionals in their own fields, but they come online, and what they come and do is to come and chat with their friends and, you know, and post pictures of where they've been, and they do that and do that, and they get likes and they get followers, and then that is it. There is no business motive in what they do online, right? That's totally, somebody will say that, well, it's not supposed to just be about selling and making money, but it's supposed to be part of your existence online. And so I'm starting from this, telling you about this whole thing before I narrow it to WhatsApp, because if you don't have this mindset about operating a business online, it'll be difficult for you to actually use WhatsApp. Now, when I'm talking about WhatsApp, I'm not saying that WhatsApp should be used uniquely to transact business or to make money. You have to also join other platforms that you can create content on such platforms and bring the conversion to your WhatsApp to close. So I'm going to explain that also later, right? So the only way that you can make money is by solving problems, right? The only way you can make money is by solving problems. And I'm going to explain to you what I mean by solving problems. Good. So we're talking about making money in the digital era. And then I talked earlier about solving problems. But how do you solve problems? You have to follow a particular process, right? You follow a process in order to make money. So I talked about solving problems. And the way you solve problems is that you locate a problem that is affecting a particular group of people. So probably in your business, you have located a problem. The first thing you do is to invest time in looking out for a solution for that problem, right? Then you create value. The solution you carry now becomes value. You put a figure on it, you put an amount on it. Okay, so people are struggling to market their services online, on WhatsApp. And then this one has gone ahead to find a solution. This is how you go about it. Okay. Then he puts together a book about how to make money on WhatsApp. And that value he has created. And he said, this book goes for so amount. And then he offers it to the people. And then he shares the link, a Paystack link or a PayPal link, or puts it on Amazon and shares the link with people. And so that value he has created now turns to cash for him. So think about it. What problem are you solving? Are you investing time in finding solution? You must continue to evolve and continue to innovate, continue to think about more ways that you can continue to solve your client's problem, right? So that is how you make money, in the digital era. But now let's come to WhatsApp as a platform that you can use to make money. Let's come to WhatsApp. How do you grow with WhatsApp? I say here that your business grows when the list grows. Your business grows when the list grows. What is a list? So we have a major type of list. I'll mention several others. But when we say list, everybody's mind comes to an email list, right? But there are other types of lists, okay? So I have a Facebook group. My Facebook group is like my list, okay? Right, so instead of me getting people to like my page, paying for page likes, what I do is that I rather bring them into my Facebook group and then nurture them, give them content. I do webinars and give them so much content. They get to like my brand, they get to love my brand, they get to trust me, and I begin to sell to them. That is the list. You can use Telegram to grow a list, right? And you can as well use email. But today I'm talking about WhatsApp list, all right? WhatsApp list. Now, one thing you must know is that the choice of platform that you use for your list is very important. Email list, I would say email list is on top. WhatsApp list may be somewhere below, but I am saying that for quicker conversion, I choose WhatsApp list over email list. Why? With email list, we say conversion, probably some people might not be techies. So conversion or digital marketers. So conversion is, the rate at which people that you reach out to tend to take an action on what you have actually requested of them. So if you are selling something and then you send, you send a notification to people, or you send your email out to people, the rate at which they actually tend to become customers or they buy into that becomes your conversion, right? So on email, conversion is quite low. It is around 30% or lower than that, depending on how good you are and how well you've done your work. But on WhatsApp, conversion is quite higher than that. Conversion is way above 50%. And in very good cases, conversion can rise up to 90% on WhatsApp. It means that you have 1,000 people you reach out to. If you do a good job on WhatsApp, you can get up to 900 people taking action on what you have asked them to do, right? So it is good to use an email, but I also talk about WhatsApp, that very importantly, try to integrate WhatsApp into your strategy. Down, I'm going to talk about the WhatsApp list and how to set it up and all of that. Let's move on. right? So I'm talking about here how to build a list on WhatsApp. How do you build a list on WhatsApp? First of all, let me digress a little. Let me talk about, you see the picture here. You see different social media platforms, right? We have Facebook here, we have Instagram, we have Twitter, we have Pinterest and LinkedIn and all other ones. But we have WhatsApp as the list building L-I-S-T, list building platform. Now, one thing you must work on when it comes to marketing on social media is that you must identify your content platforms and also identify your engagement platforms. One, content platform on one side, then engagement platform on the other side. Since your business may probably not be a brick and mortar business, you're running an online business, you want to, as much as possible, have a place where you reach out to your customers or your potential customers, your audience. You reach out to them with content. It means that you get to educate them, you get to offer them value. Remember, we talk about value, investing time in finding solution, creating value. You have a platform where you communicate that value to your potential customers. Now get them to come to the business, to love what you do, to appreciate what you do. Then you have a platform where you engage with them, right? So some people, depending on the format of content you want to put out there, you determine the platform that is suitable for you. So if you are very good with video, then you go on YouTube. It means that you put out video content and then you set up another platform to engage with your people. So this is what I use. I use Facebook for my content and I use WhatsApp for engagement, right? I use Facebook for my content as well as my website, and I also use WhatsApp for engagement. Now, so let me show you how you can build a list on your WhatsApp. It means that how do you get people from your content platform where you give them so much value? How do you get them from there and now bring them into your engagement zone? Now continue to engage with them and turn them into paying customers. So number one here is that you can ask for their WhatsApp numbers instead of call numbers. It means that when people are getting to interact with you, you ask them for the WhatsApp numbers. People now have two phones. They have one for WhatsApp, they have one for phone calls, right? So you give them your WhatsApp number instead. So WhatsApp me on this. So don't call me. WhatsApp me on this one. Now, when they WhatsApp you, then you tell them save the contact, or probably they'll save before they'll WhatsApp you, right? So you ask them what your name is, and then you save their contact. You have added one more person to your list on WhatsApp, right? Another way is to offer free stuff on WhatsApp. Okay, so you have a digital product. I'll talk about digital products later on, but you have something you want to give out for free. So people do use this for email marketing. They use this to collect emails. So they put out a free product, probably a video course or an ebook, and they say, sign up to get it. So you can put out a link over there. There's a website called Postcron. When you go on Postcron, you can have a customized WhatsApp link that you can send to, can put on other platforms. And when you put it there, people click on it, they come straight to your WhatsApp, right? So when you do that, the people come directly to you and you can ask them, save my contacts as so and so, and then you give them what what they have requested for. Offer free stuff to get more people onto your list. And you can also close deals on WhatsApp. You can close deals on WhatsApp. So, somebody has requested for your product on another platform. You give them your WhatsApp number, or you say, let's continue this on WhatsApp. All right. And then you put up a WhatsApp video call or a WhatsApp audio call or via text, and you conclude that deal. That person has become part of your WhatsApp family. All right. So that is another way of getting people to come to your WhatsApp. And when they come to your WhatsApp, you have to devise another strategy of getting them to, enter into your broadcast list, or getting them to view your status or other things. We'll talk about that later. But you must always remember that don't do it because you love it. Do it because they love it. Don't do it because you love it. Do it because they love it. The reason why you are in business is to do it because of the customers, because there are a group of people who love what you are doing, not just because you love what you are doing. Give value to people because that is what they want, right? Not because that is what you want, right? So people are asking questions. I'm seeing all the questions, but I'm going to finish with the presentation and I'm going to talk about that. Interesting questions. Let's move on. So I was talking about getting people on your list on WhatsApp, right? But let's talk about visibility. Before you can make money in the internet world, there is one thing that is important. It is called visibility. 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 You must be visible. You can only convert people if you are visible. There's a lot of noise around, and so it will take an effort, a stronger effort to become visible in order to, make your message stand out and be able to touch the heart of people. So number one, I said you must have a compelling message. You must have a very compelling message. Okay. Now let me talk about this way. Your message shouldn't just be that I am selling this. No. Your message should go beyond what you are selling. Derive a value from what you are selling. For example, if you are selling furniture, the value you are giving is comfort. Okay? If you are selling clothes, what you are actually putting out there is beauty. You are trying to make people look nice. You are trying to make people look beautiful. So try to understand the value in your message. Try to understand the value. You are not just selling, you are giving value to people. So that should inform the kind of content, the kind of message you put out there, right? If you are selling cars, you are not just selling cars to people. You are selling them mobility. You are selling them the fact that they can actually move from one place to the other and look good. That is what you are selling. All right? So you are not just selling cars, because everybody is selling cars. People are selling, there are a lot of people selling cars, selling what you are selling. But how do you put that to become a compelling message that people will see and see that this person is unique, this person is different? Number two, you must know your audience. When I ask people, who are you selling to, right? Who are you selling to? Then they said, I'm selling to everybody. I'm just on social media selling to everybody. No, you cannot sell to everybody. You must know your audience. Recently, I started studying my audience. And when I started, I was targeting people between the ages of 18 to 35 years. And I realized later on that I'm not really selling to people between 18 and 35 years. There are some people from 18 to 22, 23 years that are not part of my market. I must remove them. Right? So you must know exactly your audience, what they need. In my publishing business, I realized recently that what I am doing, I'm actually competing and wasting so much time. So I decided that what is the pain of the author? What is the most important thing that an author needs? An author doesn't only need an editor. An author doesn't need somebody to print the book. What an author needs is to sell their books. So I decided to leave editing and printing and all other things and focus on selling and distribution. So know your audience, know what your audience wants before you can be solidly in business. Number three, position yourself to be seen. You know your audience, let your audience also know you, right? Position yourself to be seen. And I'll talk about this even on social media, or let me come to WhatsApp. Now, the technique might differ whether you are a personal brand or a business brand, but it's still the same thing. You must position yourself to be seen as the authority. There are a number of things on WhatsApp or on other social media that helps you to position yourself. but most of us don't take advantage of such things. Number one, your display picture on WhatsApp, whether it's WhatsApp Business or the standard WhatsApp platform, is still the same thing, right? Most of the things don't differ, just that WhatsApp Business is a bit automated, right? So your display picture is number one way you can position yourself. What do you put there? Do you put a picture of somebody else there, or you put a quote there, right? That place must be a place where you showcase your brand, position yourself. The about section of your WhatsApp is where, right? So the about section of your WhatsApp profile is where you put exactly what you do. So when you get into my WhatsApp, you see over there that I put exactly what I do. In my WhatsApp Business, exactly what my business does. I help you, or I train you to do so and so and so. I am so and so and so, and I train you to do so and so and so. You put exactly that over there. Your display picture, right? So your display picture has your picture over there, and then your, right, okay, so Kerry, I see your message, so I'll do just that. I'll come to the list and everything. I think on my 12th slide, I'll talk about all that. Thank you very much. Okay, so position yourself very well. Your display picture is very important. Your about section is very important. If you are an athlete, you put a picture that depicts an athlete. You are a business person. I mean, you are a lawyer. Put a picture that shows that you're a lawyer. I mean, it must match your profession. I see a lot of people putting pictures that, when I come to your WhatsApp and I see that picture, I won't see you as a serious person. All right. So, right, people are asking questions, but I would refrain from answering them right now. Let me just finish with what I'm presenting, and I will come back to it. All right, so I think I've talked a bit about positioning yourself. If that isn't clear enough, please ask questions on that, and I'll come back to it and explain. Let me just run through. Number 4, you show up and stand out. Show up and stand out. Now, showing up talks about consistency. Showing up talks about consistency. Okay, showing up and standing out. If it is through showing up that you can stand out. If you don't show up every day, or show up consistently with your message, staying on that message, offering different types of value on that same message, you will not be able to stand out. So what is your message? Try as much as possible to create content around that message. Put on your list, put on your, different platforms, your content platform, bring engagement to your WhatsApp, and move on from there, right? So give value like your life depends on it, of course. Give value, continue to give value, and you get them to fall in love with you, all right? So first of all, you position yourself to be known. You know who you're talking to. You position yourself to be known. You show up, get them interested, get them to like, and get them to love you. And that is when you get them ready to what? To ask them to pay you. All right. So the last thing is that when you take them through that journey up to loving your brand and everything, when you ask them, there is a higher chance that they will be able to, accept your offer and pay your business. Right. Okay. So let's talk about my WhatsApp domination strategy. I think most people have been asking questions about this, and so I will spend some time here. So first of all, the list. So I talked about earlier that if you want to grow a business, you must grow the list, right? And it's very important. Your list on WhatsApp is, I think everybody knows this, is a broadcast list, okay? A broadcast list. So you must make sure that you create a list for people. There are some people that they wake up in the morning and then they send you messages, they blast messages to you on WhatsApp broadcast list. And you wonder how they are able to do that every day. They have you on their broadcast list on WhatsApp. So create a list. You can have a list for different types of customers. You can have a general list. Once somebody gets into your WhatsApp, ask them to save your contacts and save theirs and add them to the list, right? One trick that I would give you to increase your engagement on WhatsApp using the WhatsApp broadcast list is that don't send a bulky message, a very long message. No, don't send messages like that. If you want to send messages, send them very short. If you want to tell the person, good morning, how are you? I have something to share with you. Don't put all of them together. Send good morning first. Send how are you? Send another line. Send another line. Continue like that. Once you do that, they will think that you are chatting with them personally. All right? It's a tough job. The WhatsApp list allows you to have about 256 contacts on each list. Okay? But it's a tough job to actually engage all 256 people. But if you send your messages in bits, they are going to feel that you are chatting with them privately. And so they will appreciate that more and they will engage with you more. But if you just send about 500-word message to all of them, I'm not sure that they would respond as much as they would if you had sent them the messages in bits. Right, so that's about the WhatsApp list. You have more questions on that, I will elaborate. Right, so let me touch on this. So managing of lists, you must have different lists for different things. For example, if I'm having a particular campaign, I create a different list for it. There are general lists. There are, lists where I send, daily messages to people. There are lists for particular things. So when I'm running an affiliate program, I have a list. I go through the entire contacts and I see the people. Okay, I'm looking for people who are professionals, who are about 30 years and above, and I select all of them, add them to that particular list, and I blast them with such messages until the campaign is over. And so you can create different lists for different kind of campaigns or marketing or whatever you want to do on WhatsApp. The second thing I'll talk about here is your WhatsApp TV. WhatsApp has a TV, right? WhatsApp has a TV channel, and that's your WhatsApp status. Your WhatsApp status is your WhatsApp TV, where you can advertise, showcase your brand as much as you can on WhatsApp TV, right? But most people don't use this platform to sell out their businesses. They go out there and pour their grievances, right? They go there, and then when somebody breaks their heart, they go and pour everything there, all right, which is bad. Okay, WhatsApp TV is your personal channel, and you must work hard. I remember there's some time I was having only 78 views on my WhatsApp status when it started. I wasn't using so much, and I said, no, this can't happen. I went to hack all the strategies that I can use to grow my WhatsApp views, status views, and now it is about 500 views per day. And I'll show you exactly what to do to use WhatsApp TV and grow your viewers on WhatsApp TV. All right. So one trick I use on WhatsApp TV or WhatsApp status is that when I want to attract eyeballs to a particular a post I made on WhatsApp, my WhatsApp status. What I do is that I put that post first. Okay. Now, after I put that post, I make sure that after 1 hour, every 1 hour, I come back to my WhatsApp status and update something interesting that relates to that. So probably I am advertising an event, right? Say a sales masterclass. So I put the flyer there. Then I go back. After 1 hour, 30 minutes, I come back and I put something, I share something brief. I go away again. After 1 hour, I come again. After 1 hour, I come again and put something interesting. Now, I do that practically for the entire day and put the flyer back in the evening again. Then I put the link. Now, what happens when you do that? When you do this, when you update your status, it rises to the first status update on the list of the people who have your contacts, right? Now that increases the likelihood of your status being clicked on. When after 1 hour you bring it up again, if let's say somebody wasn't online at the time, couldn't view it, after that 1 hour they get to view it. Okay, it comes to the top again. So if they want to view it, they are not going to view the one you just updated. They are going to view from the beginning, right? I hope I'm making sense with that. They view from the beginning and come. So after every 1 hour, you are making your WhatsApp your WhatsApp status easy for people to view, those who are on your list. And so when you do that from time to time until evening, you'll be able to amass a lot of views for yourself. So that's my number one trick for getting views on your WhatsApp. Number two trick is that after putting an update on your WhatsApp status or your WhatsApp TV, you can also do a broadcast to your list and say, hi there, I have something interesting about so and so topic on my WhatsApp status. Kindly go and check it out. You have actually brought their attention to your WhatsApp status. And so they go and view your WhatsApp status, and then a lot of views come there, right? So that is two of the best tricks that I use to get more views on my WhatsApp status. I think I should just add this, that I have this principle as well that I've used over time and I realize it works. That is the fact that when you watch other people's status, they get to watch yours. When you view other people's status, they get to view yours. So sometimes it doesn't really mean that you should view everybody, but view and engage with some people. Try to get the most interesting ones, and then you engage with them. When you do that, it's like they call it emotional investment. When you do that, they feel that they also have to return the favor. So this person watches my status. Let me also, the same thing people do on Instagram and Facebook. When somebody likes their post, they also feel indebted. Let me like the person's post, right? So when you do that, psychologically, you trigger them to get to, also engage or view your status and engage with it. Now, finally, let me talk about WhatsApp business. Now, let me clear this very quickly. For WhatsApp business, it is not really compulsory that you use WhatsApp business if you're running a business. You can actually use your standard WhatsApp to run your business. Now, when you want to use WhatsApp business, you should only use WhatsApp business if you think that the features of WhatsApp business are really the things you need. For example, when I run, I connect my WhatsApp business to my Facebook account, my Instagram, and when I run ads, the conversion is so great that I don't have time to attend to all of them at the same time. And so it takes me sometimes more than a day to be able to reach out to all of them. So what I do is that there is the instant messaging feature for WhatsApp business that is not on the standard WhatsApp. So I use that to actually get them. So when you contact me or you click on my ad, you come to my WhatsApp business, automatically there's a message sent to you to save my number and send me your own name so I can save your number. So that's an automatic message. So when I come, the only thing I do is that I pick your number, I copy, and I save your contact. And then there are other instant messaging that I program over there that I just, send to you to continue the process and then convert into a paying customer. So I see WhatsApp business as a very cool tool, but if you are not really interested in using such features, then I would suggest that you run your business using the standard WhatsApp. That is really the difference I see. If you are not making use of the catalog where you display your products, and all of that, then it's just easy to use your WhatsApp. And do not actually use the features of WhatsApp to, if you're not available, you send an instant message, sorry, I'm not available right now. and all of that to make your customers feel that you are not available to attend to them is really bad. Okay, try as much as possible that if you're using a business account, you are always available to address their issues. Right. So any question on these ones, please feel free to ask in the comments. I'm seeing questions, but I can't attend to them right now. I'll come to them later. So I'm going to talk about, there are some other ways that you can make money from on WhatsApp. Of course, you have a business you are running already, but there are some other ways that I also make money on WhatsApp. Number one is having digital products. Okay, so I sell digital products on WhatsApp or social media in general. What digital products are products that you set up and can sell them, okay, without necessarily having to deliver. They are not physical products, but they are products that can be delivered online. Example of such products are online courses. We also have ebooks, okay, some other soft copies of products, or workbooks, other things, video courses, and all of that. These are digital products, or you can have digital services that you offer to people. All right, those can be done via WhatsApp. So you have an ebook that you have written, you can sell that ebook via WhatsApp. That's number one, you create that product yourself. But there are other ways. Number two, it talks about affiliate marketing. So you can actually take somebody else's product and then you take care of the marketing. Since you have the audience, probably you have built the audience, you have people that are ready to buy from you, and you see a product that they would like. What you do is that you go and get a product from the person, and then you come to market to your people, and then you get a commission on that. So that is what is called affiliate marketing. You can do that very well, but all these things, including network marketing, which I believe most of you know about, all these things, they thrive when you have a very good list. It means that you have people that you have delivered so much content to, and then you have actually won their hearts. And so anything that you bring, any valuable thing that you bring, you can also you can market that to them, and they'll be able to buy. All right, so these are some of the ways other ways you can make money on WhatsApp. If you have any question on these ones, you can. There's not going to be time for so many questions, but I believe that you can reach out to me privately. Some of you were sending your contacts in the group chat. I may not be able to pick your contact from there, but if you want me to hold your hand and show you how to grow your business online and also on WhatsApp, you can reach me on this number displaying on your screen, and I will guide you to do that effectively. Thank you so much. I will hand over to Edison, and then he'll take questions. I hope that you take the best questions so that I can throw more light on some of the things I've skipped. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Desmond, so much for your question, for the webinar. I will pass on to Kerry. Kerry, you have seen the list of questions they've been streaming in. Would you mind posing some of them to Desmond for him to address? Let me unmute you.
Okay.
Sorry, let me get to Kerry. Kerry, can you? Perfect. Kerry, can you hear me? Hi, Kerry.
Okay, yes, yeah. I can hear you. Hello?
We can hear you, Kerry.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. Wonderful. Thank you, Desmond, for your presentation. Thank you, Edison, for playing host. And yes, we've had quite a few questions coming through the chat. Desmond, there's been a lot of interest specifically in how to set up WhatsApp for Business and how to set up broadcast lists. So I would love it if you could walk us through how to set up a broadcast list step by step in the next few minutes. Is that possible?
Hi, Desmond. Can you hear us? I think you, sorry, let me unmute him again. Yeah. Desmond, can you hear us? Yeah, you should.
Sure. I'm live now. Okay. So let me first of all take you step by step through setting up your broadcast list on WhatsApp. I hope I'm able to do this via voice or audio. Okay, so on your WhatsApp,
Excuse me.
on your WhatsApp, there's a menu button when you open to the chat part of your WhatsApp. If you have your phone, you can just let's try it and see. You on the chat, we have your chats column, you have your status, and then you have the call. But when you come to the chats part of your WhatsApp, there is a menu bar at the top. Depending on the device you are using, there's a menu bar having 3 dots. All right. When you tap that menu side of your screen, you have a pop-up which is new group. You have new group. You have new broadcast. You have WhatsApp web. You have start messages, and you have settings. So when you go there, you tap new broadcast. Okay. So you tap new broadcast, and then it will give you a very short message over there. It said only contacts with your number in their address book will receive your broadcast messages. So over there, you can select as many contacts as you want on your broadcast list. And when you finish, you have the option of naming that broadcast list. So after naming that broadcast list, you just save it, put it there. And so when you come to that broadcast list later on, and then you send a message, if all those contacts you have selected, if they have your number in their address book, then they will be able to receive your message, right? So basically that is it. Is that clear enough? Somebody said you can't hear me. Right, so look for broadcast list, new list, select contacts and add broadcast list and click create. Right, thank you very much. Somebody added that, Edison, great. Okay, I hope that is clear enough. Hello, Edison.
Hi, thank you, Desmond.
Okay.
Kerry, do you have a follow-up question to that? Let me see. Okay.
Am I unmuted now?
Sorry, we can hear you now, Kerry.
Yes, wonderful. Okay. So thank you for explaining how to set up the broadcast list. I want to take it back one more step to address a very simple question. Where do we find WhatsApp for Business, and how do we set that up, right? And maybe you can walk us through that step by step.
Great. So you can get WhatsApp Business on your App Store. Depending on the device you are using, you just go to the App Store and type WhatsApp Business, and then it will pop up. Yeah, so if you're on the Google Play Store, it's the same thing, WhatsApp Business. You're on the Apple App Store, it's the same thing. So you download WhatsApp Business over there, and then you just run it through, set it up. I believe that's how you do it. Setting WhatsApp, let me just add this quickly, Kerry. Setting up your WhatsApp Business, as I said earlier, it is a bit different from your standard WhatsApp. It's just like having a Facebook page and your normal Facebook profile. So you might as well want to look at it this way. On your WhatsApp Business, you try as much as possible to put things that represent the business. So the display picture should not be your logo, your business logo. Your you put there the services that you render as a business. Okay, you put the services there, your business location, and every other thing there. So you treat that as a business, not a standard WhatsApp. So don't put your own picture, your face over there. Instead, put your business logo, your business website, and your business email, and every other information over there. Right, thank you.
Thank you, Desmond. Carrie, do you have a follow-up question to that?
Yeah, we have a few more left. So just to reiterate, since you were just covering it, what would you claim are the key distinct features of WhatsApp for Business?
Okay, so the features, so distinctive features over here, I'll talk about the instant messaging, instant replies to your messages. So on WhatsApp Business, you have the option to set up your account, having your business name, your business description. So it's a bit different from what you have on a standard account. You can set up your business location. You can set up the kind of services you give or your business gives. You can also have other information such as your website, your email, and even you can have your business hours. Okay, and you have your catalog where you have your services or your products displayed, such as an e-commerce platform, something like that. So people can actually click on some of the products on your catalog, and they'll be able to view the pricing and every other thing over there. So I think these are some of the distinctive features that you can have on WhatsApp Business.
I can't hear. I can't hear, please.
Somebody can hear. Can somebody hear me?
Your microphone is unmuted. Okay.
I think so.
Yes, I can hear you.
Good.
Can other people hear me?
Please, I cannot hear anybody.
Hi, Charity. I think it might be an issue with your computer.
It is you tap to speak.
But don't worry about it. We will be sending out the link to the recorded webinar if you cannot listen, you cannot hear certain parts of the presentation. It seems like the rest of the participants can hear us. Apologies for your experience.
There's something we are not doing right, Malan. There's something we're not doing right. Who are hearing them?
Oh dear.
Hi, sorry, I'm just going to mute everyone just so that we can not have this session disrupted by people speaking. Hi, Carrie, do you have any more questions?
Yes, yeah. I'll jump back in once everyone is muted.
Everyone should be muted now.
So here's, all right, Desmond, you can still hear me? Okay. So Desmond, the follow-up question, right, for business, WhatsApp for Business is, how do you set up a business brochure using WhatsApp for Business? Is there a cost to setting up a business brochure, or is it the normal costs of using the platform?
Okay. If I get you clearly, you're a brochure on WhatsApp Business, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I talked about a catalog on WhatsApp Business, right? So on your catalog on WhatsApp Business, what you do is that everything that pertains to your business that you can display to make the customer see what you have or what you offer as a service or a product, you put it there. So that is what you can actually, you can configure that to look like your brochure, I mean, as a business. That means you can do, you can have a good graphics that are designed to showcase exactly the things that you do on, I mean, as a business. So you put all those over there to look like a brochure. But I don't think you can actually have a normal brochure uploaded onto that platform. Kerry, can you hear me? Have I answered you?
Hi, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, she can hear.
Yes,
now.
I can hear.
Okay.
So yes, you've answered that. And following up from that question,
Okay.
a brochure that helps to set up and how do you develop a personal brand using WhatsApp for business?
Okay. So let me take that a little. Let me just explain a few things. So WhatsApp Business is for business brands. The standard WhatsApp platform is for personal brands. So if you want to grow or develop a business brand, then the platform to use is WhatsApp Business. Now, if your business runs on your personal brand or what you do, for example, you provide essential services or professional services, you are a lawyer, you are an accountant, and you run that as you have a side business aside what you do in a normal firm, you have a private practice, and you operate as a personal brand, then I think that the best option for you is a standard WhatsApp, that's a normal WhatsApp, right? So I was sharing that if you want to build a personal brand, then the standard WhatsApp is for you. That's what you use. And some of the things that you can do on that platform is that you must have a very good display picture. Very good display picture. I recommend that you take a professional headshot. Professional headshot means that you have a professional photographer. You probably go into a photo studio, take a very good photograph, that's a headshot that's showing only your face and probably your upper body, and you put it right there nicely. And so apart from that, you have your username set up rightly. That's your full name. And I also recommend that name runs through other platforms. It means that if your name, for example, is Edison Yap across platforms, so that when somebody gets in touch, probably sees your content from LinkedIn, and they get to trace and come to your WhatsApp, they get to see the same picture and they get to see the same name over there. Then the WhatsApp doesn't necessarily locate you by using your username as in other platforms. For example, on Twitter, if I have your Twitter handle, I can search for you and get you. But on WhatsApp, it's so private. So nobody can actually use your name to look for you. But what this does is that if you join groups where you are chatting in groups, some people do not have your number. So they don't have your name saved. So what happens is that they will only see your username when you write into that group. They will only see your username. And so you must make sure that name actually sells your brand. Okay, so you don't have any, people put their email addresses over there. No, that's wrong. You have your name. If it's Desmond Edemeklu, you put Desmond Edemeklu over there. That sells your brand. Other ways is that you have an about section where you have some things like I'm busy now, WhatsApp only, can't talk now, WhatsApp only, available, and some other options they give you over there. Please, you have to go and change that. That is a very good place you can sell your brand by telling people exactly what you do. Let me go to my WhatsApp and read what I have over there just to demonstrate what I am saying. So in my standard WhatsApp, I have a picture, a professional picture over there, and then have my name, of course, full name. Then in the about section, I have award-winning author, speaker, publisher, business strategy consultant, and then I added this. I can train you to turn your ideas into profitable businesses. So this is telling anybody who comes into contact with me, who tries to check these things. Some people go ahead and check this before they even say hi to you. All right? They check these things. So when you have these things set up right, people get to see you and they get to know what you do. And so I believe that with these tricks, the or these techniques, you get to set up your WhatsApp properly to actually, sell out your personal brand. Thank you.
Thank you, Desmond, very much for that explanation. I see a couple of people are actually setting that up now, which is great. I have a very interesting question that I think a few people, including myself, can relate to, which is how to avoid WhatsApp fatigue, as so many people are being added to groups and lists, and it's, for many of us, becoming unmanageable. So do you have recommendations to avoid fatigue?
All right. So for your standard WhatsApp, or WhatsApp in general, what happens is that for someone to actually add you to groups, for you to become to have too much to deal with on WhatsApp, it means that your WhatsApp number is out there, that people are seeing and coming to you. So if you want to, reduce the level of the access, then you have to also take care of whatever platforms you have your number on. Aside that, WhatsApp is not like Telegram, when people can actually add you to groups without having your number or something like that. People who add you to groups or engage with you, they will only add you to such groups if they have your number. One way I recommend is that you should be you should manage the time you spend on the platform. Make sure that the time you spend there is very productive time. If you are not connected, if you don't want to actually deal with anything on WhatsApp, what you do is that you can actually turn everything off. You can go to your settings and turn notification off for the platform. It means that unless you turn your notification back on, you wouldn't receive any message from the platform. That allows you to actually focus on the tasks that you have to accomplish without WhatsApp interfering. I will also say that if you see some activities as people adding you to groups without you knowing, just find out what exactly that is about, and then you take yourself off that group. I do this very often. People send me broadcast messages, and I tell them, listen, man, it's been about 1 week you were sending me these messages. I've not been reading them. I'm so busy, I have not been reading them. So please stop sending them. If they refuse to stop, then what you do is that just delete their number from your phone. Once you don't have their number in your address book, their messages will no longer be delivered to you. And so these are some of the ways I, reduce fatigue over using WhatsApp. Thank you.
Thank you, Desmond. Carrie, do you have any more questions coming in? Let's limit it to maybe 2 more, a maximum questions.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, just looking through what some of the top questions are. Is it possible for multiple users to log into one singular WhatsApp for Business account on multiple devices?
Okay, so this does not only apply to WhatsApp Business, it also applies to the standard WhatsApp. You can't use different mobile phones to log into the same account, but you can use WhatsApp Web, which is the PC version. So you can actually set it up. The way to do it, you scan the QR code on the computer, and so that can be for the office, right? So the secretary or the admin officer, anybody who handles your business, you can have that set up, and so everything that comes in, the person handles from the computer at the office, right? So that can be done. It can equally be done for the standard WhatsApp. That's a normal WhatsApp. You can set it up on your computer, and then that is done. That device or the computer can also have the same WhatsApp on it.
Okay. So we'll have one more question.
Okay.
And then the top questions, the top few questions, I'm going to actually send to you
Okay.
after the program, and I would love it if you can, I think, give a response, as there's been so much good information passed on in the hour and 15 minutes we've been together. So there are a few that we would like to make sure that we record those responses for all the participants. Last very interesting question, right? For those, this happens to me too. How do you prevent people who might be, excuse me?
Somebody has an addition.
Right. So how do you prevent someone from who might be a fraud, it might be fraud and someone posing as a customer, but in fact is actually a fraudulent account or user? How do you prevent those people from getting into your lists?
Okay, so for people who are fraudsters, they I can't rightly say that that you can prevent them from coming to you, but you must also prevent the kind of information you share with them when they get into you. Because once you made your business available, you made your business contact available for people to come. A lot of people are going to come. I'm actually running a course right now, and then people are coming in. A lot of people coming in with different reasons, and I don't know what they are doing, but once the subject matter is not what you are about, I have campaigns for different things. And so if the subject matter I'm focusing on is not what you bring in, I don't pay attention to you. That is what I do. I either block you if I realize you're going overboard, I block you, or I just ignore you totally. So we must be very careful. Tech-wise, I do not have anything. I don't know about any way to actually prevent people from contacting you. One person contacts you, you can actually report them and the account is banned and all of that. But we must also stay vigilant. That's what I'll say. When somebody contacts you and you realize that their motive is not genuine, you just, ignore them or block them if you think that's the right thing to do. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Desmond. So as mentioned by Edison as well in the chat, apologies if we cannot respond to all of your questions at this moment, but we will be following up with a recording of this presentation and answers to the top questions that have come through the chat. Thank you very much, Desmond, for a great presentation. I'd like to turn over control of the meeting back to Edison.
Hi, thank you again, Desmond and Carrie, for organizing and leading on this. Thank you everyone for attending. I know you have a lot of questions. We know as well that you have many questions, and please be rest assured that we'll be looking at all these needs, and we will try to address them in hopefully subsequent webinars. I just want to remind everyone that we have another session tomorrow by Facebook Developers Circle again on Instagram for business. So I really recommend everyone to log on to that. Please sign up on SheTrades Commonwealth Converse platform, and also register on the Zoom link that you'll be provided in your email inbox. Thank you all for all the questions. It's been very interactive, and I hope you find this useful. Yeah, so that is all. Have a great afternoon, everyone. I hope you start to explore the application and make good use of it. And we avail ourselves to you if you have any questions. Thank you and have a great day.